At last, it is over. Now we must find Rhea.
Professor, brother, I have a letter. The Imperial General asked me to deliver this to my instructor.
Who is it from? Hurry up, Professor. Read it at once.
It is from Hubert. Though he has left this world, he's reaching out through that letter.
If you are reading this letter, that means I have perished. As Her Majesty would never surrender to another, I can only assume she has fallen as well. It greatly pains me to think of this coming to pass. That said, as the survivors, I must ask you to settle certain affairs in our stead. You must destroy the threat that slithers in the dark. I am sure you must recall Monica and Tomas. Their allies yet live. They hold deep resentment against the children of the goddess and the people of the world. And they are biding their time until they can exact revenge. If left to their own devices, it is certain they will eventually bring unimaginable calamity and suffering to the world. I detected their sorcery when you took Fort Mercius. I have deduced the location of their stronghold, Shambhala. You will find its whereabouts enclosed. There is no question that they are the enemies of everyone in Fodlan. Do not allow yourselves to forget that. Lastly, while I cannot say she is in good health, the Archbishop resides in a secret chamber in the Imperial Palace. I have shared the location of the entrance to that secret chamber with the person to whom I have entrusted this letter. I believe that Her Majesty will be victorious. Even still, I must plan for her defeat as well. If you wish to lead this world, I challenge you to rise to the occasion and surpass my estimation of you. Such is your obligation as the victors, and the only fitting tribute to all that Lady Edelgard sacrificed.
What Hubert has written here, I cannot... No. I know it must be true. And if that is the case, then all else makes sense now. I must speak with Rhea. It seems our battle is not over just yet. Those who slither in the dark. We must kill every last one of them, or Fodlan will never again know peace.
They are allies of Monica and Tomas, correct? The ones who are after my blood. And also the ones who destroyed Fort Mercius with that mysterious light.
We shall discuss this more after we have rescued Rhea.
You have come to save me. Is this a dream? I have longed to see you again, all this time. Is it truly you?
Setith, Flame, you are here as well. Thank you for supporting the Professor, and for rescuing me.
Rhea, I am overjoyed that you are unharmed. I could not stand losing another of our kind.
Yes. I am reminded of the past, of reuniting in Inbar.
It is truly nostalgic. I would love nothing more than to lose ourselves in memories of the old days, but I must tell you something, Rhea. We have received incredible news, albeit from the Empire. They have told us the identity of our enemy, those who slither in the dark. It is time for us to stop hiding the truth about the goddess, the progenitor god, the truth about us. It is time for us to tell the people everything.
Those who slither in the dark.
We are told they despise the children of the goddess, as well as those who live above ground. They are planning something horrible.
Please, tell the Professor everything about these vile people. There must be things that only you know.
I understand. Dear child, I will now tell you all that I know. It is true that there is a group of people who have slithered in the darkness and threatened the peace of Fodlan since ancient times. I am sure you have heard the stories of a man named Nemesis.
The weirder of the Sword of the Creator.
Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The man who received the Sword of the Creator from the goddess and became a hero. However,
Nemesis was originally the leader of a group of bandits. He plundered the Holy Tomb and stole the remains of the progenitor god. When Nemesis appeared in Xanadu some time later, he already wielded the Sword of the Creator.
How did he get the Sword of Creator?
The legend that the goddess gifted him the sword so that he could fight the wicked gods is false. That story was created after the fact. I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword, or why he appeared in Xanadu, but he used that sword to massacre the people there, the children of the progenitor god. From their corpses he gained even more power, and brought war to Fodlan. A mere bandit like Nemesis would not have been capable of anything so monstrous on his own.
it was surmised that someone was collaborating with Nemesis, and there was a massive investigation to uncover who it was. But the truth was never discovered. I am now certain that his accomplices were those who slither in the dark. And this time, they have utilized the Imperial Army to send Fodlan back into the flames of war.
So, Edelgard has made a temporary alliance with them in order to achieve her own aims. Professor, we must journey to Shambhala and stop them.
You must not allow Fodlan's bloody history, the Red Canyon tragedy, to repeat itself.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Blue Sea Moon. The city without light. Following Edelgard's defeat and Rhea's rescue, the Resistance Army discovers the existence of another adversary, a group operating behind the scenes within the Empire. To prevent disaster from befalling Fodlan, the Resistance Army heads for Shambhala, the enemy's stronghold.
The Empire has been defeated, and we have rescued Rhea, but still the flames of war burn on. We journey to Shambhala, where those who slither in the dark reside.
We know nothing of the place, or what we can expect to find there.
What Flame says is true. If we are to prevail, we must be prepared for any eventuality before we advance.
I will accompany you.
What? No, that would be far too dangerous. Your long confinement weakened you greatly, did it not?
Those people have opposed us since ancient times. I wish to learn the truth about them for myself.
I understand. I will not stop you, but please take care not to overexert yourself.
What? But she's been hiding away so long. She shouldn't just up and go somewhere scary. Trust me, it's a bad idea.
Bernadetta, hiding away seems a poor description for someone who is imprisoned.
We must be careful not to put undue stress on Lady Rhea.
If the going gets tough, we'll have to carry her on our backs and make a run for it.
You think you can carry her? Maybe someone else should do that part.
No matter what enemies are appearing, we will be protecting her. We will be winning.
If we work together, I am certain all will be well.
The ones we are soon to face have eluded us for a long time. There is much to fear. We must all proceed with utmost caution, lest we fall prey to one of their traps.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video continuation of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So, as we left off, rest in peace, Hubert and Edelgard. Yeah, I guess the Death Knight as well. Yeah, I will see you three again in another timeline in this universe. Oh boy, 2 straight battles or rather 2 straight chapters slash story battles slash mission. I could go on about this, but I don't need to. Anyways, yeah, we return Rhea to the monastery, safe and sound. We're about to find out more about those who are behind the scenes, who collaborated with Edelgard in the Empire. But let's not waste any more time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and explore today's month. Alright, so where to first, I wonder?
What? We won against the Imperial Army. I still can't believe it. But I guess we still have some enemies left. I'm not well informed, but I have plenty of fighting spirit.
Good for you, lady. Good for you. And yes, we indeed won against the Empire. Alright, we're not going to head to the tournament grounds yet. Just keep figuring out who we need to talk to.
The history of the Empire spans 1,185 years. And just like that, it ends. But the Hresfelg legacy could live on. When Edelgard assumed power, there were no other rightful heirs. She said that whoever takes the throne next should do so by virtue of merit, not blood. And she truly meant what she said. At any rate, I feel that a huge hole has opened up in my heart. Who knows if it can ever be filled?
Who knows indeed, Ferdinand. Who knows? But what they said, or rather what Hubert said on this letter, they did prepare in case they ever experience defeat. And we have to handle the rest, you know?
So, the moment we defeat 80, the nobles cozy up to the Alliance and Church. That lot really does think only of themselves and no one else. But then there's Count Burgles. He used to be Minister of Military Affairs. He sacrificed his own life so that all the soldiers and officers who fought could be given quarter. When I heard that, I don't know, that simple act of humanity, I couldn't help it. I burst into tears. You know Count Burgles is Caspar's father, right? I can't even imagine how Caspar must feel about it.
Yeah. I could imagine it would be it could be too much for Caspar to handle. Speaking of Caspar, where is he? I feel like I should talk to him wherever he's at. Alright, let's head over to the lake. See what's up over there. Oh. Little event going on in the lake. Do that off screen though. Yep, light in the pond. That is an event indeed.
With Edelgard gone, maybe Fodlan will finally find some peace. That's all well and good, but, she was also the one to put my father under house arrest. So now he's been released and he's taken charge of House Varley. I can't handle it. I can't deal with him. Please, you have to do something.
How about we exile them?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem, Brenda. Now calm down now.
I thought that taking the Empire's capital would bring an end to this war. How naive of me. I'll have to write to my family and tell them I'll be gone a while longer.
Yes, you should probably do that. Oh, did I miss somebody over here? Yes, I did. Let's see who is it over here.
Hi there.
Ingrid.
Is it really prudent to bring Lady Rhea on our upcoming expedition? It would be best not to have her doing anything strenuous, considering how long she was confined.
It's her decision, ultimately.
There are still many in Fodlan who are seeking Lady Rhea's salvation. For their sake, we cannot put her in harm's way.
That's right, Ingrid. We gotta protect Lady Rhea at all costs. Okay, we're done in this part of the monastery. Let's head over here. I need to check the gazebo, which I just passed by. Ooh, intermediate steel. Not that I need to use those. Emerald steel. Nice. Got lucky there. Ceros tea. Plum seeds. Antitoxin. Okay, not bad. Thank you, Amiibo Gazebo. I appreciate the item offer when using the amiibos.
Professor, I just got word from the opera company. I don't know if everyone survived, but it looks like they should be able to mount a revival. They even asked if I'd consider making a return to the stage someday. I suspect I may refuse, though. We're at the dawn of something new. No reason to look backwards, eh?
I suppose you're right,
Thank
Professor
you.
Manuela.
Professor! Lady Rhea's return has already been proclaimed to all the churches in all parts of Fodlan. They are also being informed by order of Seteth that visitations are very restricted for the time being. It makes sense. Otherwise, pilgrims would come from all over Fodlan and overwhelm the monastery.
I'm sure Seteth has a good reason. What do you got to report, pal?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I can hardly believe you managed to handle the capital city like that. Everyone did sterling work. I really thought we'd know peace after that battle. But we're not quite there yet, huh?
Not yet, excuse me, Mr. Gatekeeper. Didn't say it would be easy to achieve peace. No, no, no. Alright, let's go see what's going on here.
Professor.
Are you gonna give me the same quest, Anna?
There's unrest everywhere these days.
He has the same quote.
Hey, how about a favor?
And the same side quests, which I'll highly likely do off screen.
Appreciate it.
Oh, well, never mind. Guess I had it, I just wasn't aware of it. Thank you very much, Anna. Here's your trade secrets. I will do the shopping off screen, as always.
Oh.
Let's go ahead through the stables, see what's going on around here.
That's so. Dedu saw to it that Edelgard was destroyed before he departed. His expression once his mission was over was a bit lonely. I don't know where he went off to after that. Maybe he returned home to Dusker.
That's a good question, but at the same time, it's probably for the best he returned home after he went through.
You there! Hello! So Lady Rhea was all right after all. Well done bringing her back safely. Finally, us true believers may breathe easy again. Simply magnificent. You're saying the fight isn't over yet?
Heck no. In fact, I think this is just the beginning of another phase of the story.
Yes.
Professor!
We saved Rhea and the Empire has crumbled. The kingdom may as well be finished too. The reasons for me to remain in Fodlan are fading.
What? Please stay with us a little longer.
Of course. I've come this far. May as well see it through to the end.
Yeah. You are my best assassin and
Hello.
sniper after all.
You there!
Hey, don't you go anywhere, Beidou. Oh, excuse me, Shamir. Yeah, let's go feed the cats. Whoops. And it looks happy. Goddess Messenger. Let's feed that to the other cats. Look, the orange one right here. seem like something they want. Interesting. What about the golden fish? Oh, thanks, Kit Kat. See? Get the other one because I want to. Because it makes me feel good. And we're done here.
I heard that Lady Rhea's back. But why hasn't she shown herself to everyone yet? Oh, she's convalescing. Fair enough. She was in captivity for a long time. I pray that she feels better soon.
I hope she feels better as well. You and me both.
Oh.
Oh, I missed somebody back here. Hold on.
Yes. We finally got Lady Rhea back from the Empire and fulfilled our mission. I wish we could afford for her to have a good long rest, but that just isn't possible.
Nope. Our battle continues, my friend. Our battle still continues.
Professor, as history proves, everything comes to an end eventually. I knew that all along, but it still came as a surprise. Those who slither in the dark. It's all so fascinating and strange. They must certainly have a long history of their own. And when they fall, that will come quickly too, don't you think? That almost sounded like a prophecy there. Am I spooking you yet?
Not at all, Reinhardt. But you're right. Those who slither in the dark. Quite an ominous sentence, if you ask me. Or title.
Professor! My most heartfelt thanks and congratulations on Lady Rhea's safe return. With your magnificent achievements, maybe you'll join the ranks of the Saints one day. I'm sure when the monastery is rebuilt, they'll make a proper statue of you. All majestic and shiny and tall. Oh, I just know they will.
Speaking of the cathedral, it still looks a mess. Also about those who slither in the dark. Did I say title? I meant to say faction. Whatever. And we'll go there next time in my own time, rather. Yep, I missed somebody way over here. Well, up here and down in the south here.
We have succeeded in rescuing Lady Rhea, but Seteth's countenance remains clouded. When will peaceful days return to this monastery? That time feels so distant.
We'll get there, pal. We'll get there eventually, don't you worry. Hello, Petra.
The Empire has broken in smithereens. Now it is possible for me to go back to Bridget. But I cannot choose that choice. The time is still too soon for that. We must be stopping the evil for everyone in Fodlan. We will be fighting until the end of it.
Agreed. We must stop the evil. It's inspired along with Edelgard.
Professor?
Alright, let's go ahead and head upstairs. So I'll see you in a minute.
Really?
Hello, Catherine.
We rescued Lady Rhea. I can hardly express my joy. But now we know about a new foe who intends to bring her harm. In time, we'll realize the peaceful world that Lady Rhea has always hoped for. I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm fighting.
Stay focused now, Catherine. The fight is not over yet. Also, please stop stalking me. I know you want Lady Rhea to notice you, but now's not the time.
I am so glad that Rhea is unharmed. My brother continues to worry about her, however. Of course, I am worried myself. I cannot imagine being in that situation while in such a state. I hope she will rest now, and leave it up to you and my brother to see things through.
Yeah, Rhea's been through a lot. No doubt about it.
You've done it. You did it. You crushed the Empire and rescued Lady Rhea. I'm sure the Captain is proud of you right now. As am I, of course. I'm as proud as if I'd done it myself.
Let's not celebrate just yet.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overdo it. We still have to deal with Monica's group. Those who killed the Captain. We'll knock them down so hard that they can't get back up.
Heck yeah. It's all to avenge Dad. After all, they are the ones who's behind his death.
Hey, you.
Lady Rhea's back! Lady Rhea's back! I'm so happy! But things aren't gonna be like they used to be anytime soon, are they? There's still folks out there that want us all dead, and Lady Rhea still hasn't regained her strength yet. Speaking of which, Professor, please don't ask too much of her right now, okay?
Sure. Not like I plan to anyway, Zero.
Fighting against enemies whose true nature is unknown is honestly really scary. Still, if there's a force in this world that clearly means us harm, we have no choice but to fight back. With our own hands, we'll safeguard Fodlan's future.
Fodlan's future. Fodlan's future indeed.
Really?
Who's over here at the library? Let's check it out. Hi, Cynthia.
Those who slither in the dark, it seems will finally discover their true form. I get the sense that they're in league with the mages who experimented on me as a child. I wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard was subjected to them too. There's no telling what their true motives are. But whatever their motives, what they have done is unforgivable. They must be exterminated.
They must be exterminated indeed, by Cynthia. I 100% agree with you on that. Alright, I believe that should be everything in the second floor. Oh, hold on. So this is on the third floor. Alright, let's head over there then.
Rhea is sleeping right now. If it is not absolutely urgent, please do not disturb her rest. The long confinement took its toll on her health. Truthfully, she is in no shape to be exerting herself at all, to say nothing of a military expedition. To make matters worse, we are now facing a very old enemy. One that has conspired against us since time out of mind. Please proceed with caution. I have a bad feeling.
I'm sure we'll be fine, Seth.
I have something to ask of you.
Yeah, another fetch quest. I'm pretty sure I have those.
Rhea is sleeping right now.
Oh, I guess I don't. Well, I will do that off screen then. Let's go to where we need to head to next. Oh yeah, Caspar was here at the lake the whole time. What's up, Caspar?
He's dead. My father's dead. I'm okay though. Really. I was ready for it. He was a general in the Imperial Army after all. Minister of Military Affairs. He gave his own life so the Empire's soldiers wouldn't have to lose theirs. That's a fight that only he could take on. He was such a tough guy. I fought side by side with you this whole time. But did I ever get any stronger? Will I ever be as strong as my father?
From what I can tell, Caspar, you are very strong. Heck, you're probably even stronger than your dad. And I'm pretty sure he'd be proud of that. Regardless of his intentions.
Oh.
Anyways, rip Caspar's dad. Alright.
You there.
Let's go ahead and see where we need to go next. See you in a minute. You know, we never really explored too much in the second floor of the dormitory. But Hilda's over here. Let's see what she has to say.
Shambhala, it was called, right? Scary that it's so close to the House Gonrel territories. Who'd have thought all those creeps were living right under my nose? I was hoping my big brother would help us in this next battle. But he says that I can represent House Gonrel without his help, that I have it in me.
I'm glad he recognizes that I have some ability. Still, I wish he wasn't leaving it all to me.
I'm sure your brother is trying to look out for you. Or rather, he has faith in you, I should say. Anyways, let's go ahead and head to the tournament grounds.
I thought that after the Empire fell, the boar might finally be avenged. But something dark is certainly lurking in the shadows. An organization behind the Empire. We'll have to take care of them if the boar... if Dimitri is to rest in peace.
Yeah. Rip Dimitri too, by the way.
A mysterious organization, slithering in the dark of Fodlan, like something out of a midnight tale. It appears these fiends have infiltrated the deepest corners of the Empire. After the fall of Enbar, they've remained well concealed. That said, I would keep an eye on Edelgard's uncle, Lord Arundel. Something about him sits ill with me.
You think so, huh? Well, I'll leave that up to you then, Professor Henneman. Advanced Brawling Tournament. Huh. I think I know who could participate in this. Oh, maybe I should have saved the game. Oh well, I'm sure he can handle it. He has a lot of defense after all. Oh man, the training gauntlets.
I must stay the course.
It's like clipping through his armor.
I must stay the course.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that he's gonna win this. Oh wow, he missed that 69%. Magic number by the way.
Not so fast.
From what I was told.
I have made my peace.
Oh, this guy has 19%.
Now you'll learn.
Oh, okay. Wow. That luck.
I must stay the course.
What interesting luck with that 1% crit. That'd be crazy if the enemy doesn't crit. Like, I just want to see. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not going to do much. I'll probably use that as today's screen cap for the video.
I have made my peace.
Congratulations. Silver Gauntlets Plus? Ooh. Heck yeah, max professor level. GG. Alright then. How about we head down to the Abyss and we'll see what we can do next. See you in a minute.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. I hear we conquered the Imperial capital. The war's still not over? Not sure how much sense that makes, but then making sense of things isn't my job. Look out for yourself in the next battle, got it? I'll have lots more things to report by then. That's a promise. In the meantime, I'll be cheering you on.
Thanks, man. Keep up with the good reports.
Nothing tastes better than a drink to celebrate the fall of the Empire. You know, Fraldarius, one of the 10 elites, is a distant ancestor of mine. Even if the kingdom as we know it no longer exists, there's a poetic justice in taking the Empire down.
The to know, pal. Good to know. You look pretty badass, by the way. Just saying. Alright, let's go talk to the wolves.
Of course. I thought defeating the Empire would be the end of it. Now we're after some mysterious shadow organization? Crying out loud. If that's what it takes to achieve peace, count me and my muscles in. This might be my last chance to literally save the world with my strength. Not gonna let that pass me by.
Yeah, I'm still gonna need you a while longer about this. Just so you know. They must be over here.
Slithering in darkness. Unsettling, to say the least. You must be boiling to avenge your father, though.
Absolutely.
You seem pretty calm for what it is we're staring at. Where's your fire, huh? I imagine this battle will be a defining moment in history. All or nothing. Let's do this.
Let's do this indeed, Yuri.
Pardon me. I've got a message for you. From a dead man. The Emperor was keeping the Archbishop alive as insurance against those who slither in the dark. When you go to Shambhala, the message says, take the Archbishop with you.
Weird, but mostly sus. I'm gonna call sus on that message.
Sounds like there were shenanigans happening behind the scenes in the Empire. I think war was basically inevitable no matter what Eddie did, with those creeps pulling the strings. Come to think of it, I wonder if the lady who kidnapped me was... Never mind. Not worth mentioning.
Huh. I was kind of hoping to know more about that. About Happy, at least. That's pretty neat. I got a short spear from the junk pile. Oh, Constance is all the way over here. Okay. I don't really explore this area too much.
Professor! Whatever threatens Fodlan also threatens my dream. This folly must end now.
Aren't you scared?
Fear is not a consideration of mine. I do what must be done and always have. What is frightening is to have scant idea of what is in store. Now that we know, victory shall be ours.
Victory shall be ours indeed, Constance. I strongly agree with you. It seems like we can... Or rather... It should be everyone that we're able to talk to at the moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, I'll see you in the available support conversations. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Wow, I am thirsty. I could really go for something to drink.
Hilda, there you are.
Hey, Ferdinand. Thanks for your help earlier.
I do not desire your gratitude. I have a bone to pick with you. At the library, you pawned your job off on me.
Actually, I never asked you to do the whole thing. You started teaching me how and got carried away. Meanwhile, I was just awestruck by your cleverness and generosity.
Ah, well. Hey, wait a moment. Your charms won't work this time. You were just using me.
Oh, that hurts my feelings. I really was awestruck. If I had to arrange all the library supplies on my own, I'd have been there past nightfall.
With a steady pace, you would have finished by twilight at the latest.
Oh no, I'm not competent enough, honestly. I don't even know how to make a cup of tea.
You're quite a defeatist, Hilda. Hold a moment. Did you just say you cannot make tea?
That's right. I can't touch things that get hot. I'm always scared of getting burned.
Trust me, it is not difficult. You just need to be cautious as you are pouring. I can teach you.
Really? Great! Please teach me, Ferdinand.
This is a crucial skill for nobles, Hilda. If nothing else, you must learn the art of tea brewing. Look here. You bring the water to a boil, and you put the leaves in here. All right, that should be enough time steeping. Now we can drain the water, pour the tea, and enjoy.
That took longer than I expected. Well, thanks. Bottoms up.
You may have to steep it for more time or less, depending on the leaves. From now on, you can...
That really hit the spot. Thanks. I'm a slow learner, so I hope you'll teach me again sometime.
She fooled me again. That was the last time. I swear it.
Hey, Caspar. You look more troubled than usual.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about the last time we talked. I really admire your strength, and I want to be like you on the battlefield. But I don't agree with your idea of justice. If that's the case, is it bad for me to look up to you? I'm not sure how to feel anymore.
I can't answer that. You'll need to find the answer on your own. I can offer one piece of advice, however.
Sure, anything will help.
When I told you I would cut down children with no hesitation, you looked disgusted. I take it that's the part you're struggling to accept?
Pretty much. I don't think I'd be able to do it, even if that meant disobeying orders.
Well, what if the children had their own weapons? What if they were trying to kill you?
Well, maybe if it was in self-defense, but even that...
What if the children were killing each other? Let's say their families had been slaughtered and they sought revenge. How would you stop the killing? Who would you strike down?
I don't know. I'd have to see what's going on for myself, but even then,
When you witness these horrors in person, it's no easier to decide. In fact, the decision is harder. Choosing to end or spare a life, whether to save someone or abandon them, these choices are always difficult.
Having to choose between life and death.
You have a strong sense of justice. You have clearly defined ideals. But that's not an asset on the battlefield. Ideals slow you down. They cause inner conflict. Making decisions in the spur of the moment, you can't hope to be perfectly fair and just. That's why I choose to fight for Lady Rhea's justice. The justice of the Church of Seiros.
But what about when Lady Rhea's ideals don't really line up with yours? Then what?
Not possible. Lady Rhea's ideals are my ideals. There's no conflict between them, because that's what I've decided. Do you see?
I don't get it. You can't possibly agree on everything.
I have faltered in the past.
That's what I'm talking about. How can you blindly trust some other person's sense of justice?
Not a person. The goddess. I cared about someone, and they were branded a criminal. That's when I started down this path. I didn't know whether to turn a blind eye or mete out punishment.
What did you do?
I couldn't decide, so I looked to the goddess for guidance. Since then, I have devoted myself completely to the goddess. I surrender myself wholly to her will. So think carefully, Caspar. To what will you devote your sword and your heart?
Leave this to me. Go!
Shamir, look out! Ah!
Caspar! Are you all right? Talk to me!
Shamir!
Lower your voice. I'm right here.
Look out! The enemy's right... We're in the infirmary?
Correct. It took you a while to wake up. You nearly died protecting me. Why did you do something so reckless?
Well, I saw that you were in trouble, and...
Is this your attempt to take responsibility for your father's actions? I don't need your pity, Caspar.
Wait a minute. I do feel guilty for what my father did to the Dagdans, but this has nothing to do with that. I saw you were in danger and my body moved before I could even think about it. That's all.
You are still a fool. Learn to protect yourself before trying to protect me. There's no point in losing one life to save another. Yours holds just as much value as mine.
I understand what you're saying, but...
However, I cannot deny that I owe you a debt. Thank you, Caspar. And I apologize.
For what? You didn't do anything.
For when we spoke before. I may have been too harsh. I cannot hold a grudge against someone who would risk his life for mine. That said, you need not worry about me.
Yeah, glad to hear it. But I gotta say, not worrying about you is a lot easier said than done.
Ugh, this path isn't the right way either. Why do epic quests always involve a lot of legwork?
Well, Abyss is a big place. Maybe it's time to start on your next epic quest. Giving up and going home. People are dying up there after all. We don't have time for this sort of thing.
What sort of thing? You? I'd say you're way more important than the pursuit of war. More interesting, too.
Yeah, and the next big thing in Christology. How flattering. You gotta stop saying things like that or someone might get the wrong idea. Lucky for you, I'm used to your weirdness by now.
I'm sorry my sincerity rubbed you the wrong way. I meant what I said, but that's fine. Now, back to your ability. I've discovered that this power can be attributed to your blood. The magic originates from your crest. There have been leaps and bounds in research on summoning magic focused on an arbitrary target. The only remaining problems are perception and distance, though it could be argued that...
Blah, blah, big words, blah. I don't even get what you're saying.
You don't have to understand it to appreciate its implications. Here's the connection. Once we understand your power, it's essential that we have a theoretical grasp on how to control it.
All right, I'll do my best.
That isn't as scientific as what I had in mind.
I'll probably need your help wrapping my head around the theoretical stuff. You up for that? No pressure. Well, people might die if you say no, so some pressure, I guess.
Huh? Why me? Ugh, I guess it can't be helped. I suppose foisting this task on Professor Hanneman would be a waste of my precious efforts. This isn't what I had in mind, but I guess I'm the only man for the job, come to think of it.
Sounds great. Hey, if you're tired, there's no shame in calling it a day and heading back to the surface.
It's more walking than I expected. I've lost sleep over this. But you're way more important than a... Oh, right. You don't like me when I'm sincere. Well, let's get on with the adventure then. We'll check out that hidden passage next. We've got to find that book that Timotheus is said to have left behind. Come along.
Fine. But what if we don't find the book, and you can't figure out a way to solve this?
I've come this far. Now I've got to see it through to the end. How will I ever nap in peace otherwise?
Sounds like we might be stuck together for a while.
It's been 10 years. Can I move on yet? Never mind. I know what you'd say.
Are you talking to someone?
In a sense, someone who's long since passed. Another mercenary I fought alongside. They were killed 10 years ago when Dagda was in conflict with the Empire. It's all I can focus on lately.
Why do you think that is?
To be honest, I blame you. I'm just teasing. I know it's not your fault. You just remind me of him. You give off a similar air. It's uncanny. You even have the same inflection, which makes no sense because we only ever spoke Dagdan. I don't know what it is, but you feel the same to me. I guess you just remind me of the past.
I'm sorry.
Please, it's not your fault. It's my fault for getting caught up in memories. Still, you always remember your first love, right? That's enough of that. There are more relevant topics to discuss.
What will you do after the war?
Good question. The world is completely open to me. Your next move seems apparent. But who knows where I'll end up. I left Dagda, crossed through Bridget, and came all the way to Fodlan on my own. I think I'll be just fine navigating this world, wherever I decide to go.
Another failure! How? Was there an error in my calculations? I had precious few materials as things stood. Where will I get more once these run out?
I'm really sorry.
Oh, don't act so rueful. You carried out my directions faithfully. Neither the credit nor the blame ought to be yours. My grand achievement is further away than I had hoped. House Nuvelle's future seems so dim.
You shouldn't lose hope.
You're correct, of course. I mustn't be discouraged. It is hard to maintain one's patience after 5 years. But in the greater context of the history of House Nuvelle, 5 years is barely worth counting.
That's the spirit.
I have been in a low place indeed to require so much reassurance. And for your reassurance, I am truly grateful. You have spurred me to continue my research. You've been useful to me in many ways, in fact. Research assistant, confidant, test subject. All of this is preparing you well for your greater role to come.
Which is...
My personal attendant. There are few as naturally servile as you in all of Fodlan. When House Nuvelle is at long last restored, we simply must find the proper position for you. Granted, this will be difficult, perhaps even impossible to accept, given your current status. But I rarely let the impossible stop me. I shall see it all done. The restoration of my house, installing you as my servant, and more. Are you ready for the next steps?
I'm glad you've perked up.
Oh, come now. My sulk ended minutes ago. Do keep up. But on the rare occasion that I find myself at a loss, I grant you permission to lift my spirits.
Sure.
I don't know that I care for the hint of resignation in your tone, but no matter. I expect you to do your all for the sake of my house nonetheless.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoy, as well as the support conversations. And yeah, as usual, take care. I'm going to be doing some auxiliary battles off screen. Just, you know, just to level up my characters and such, etc. Well, yeah, as always, ladies and gentlemen, take care once again, and I will see you in the next video of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Sayonara and GG.